So we are in the North Pole.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why we are here, because as you can see, it's really beautiful nature. But we are not here because of the beautiful nature.
Nope.
The thing is that as we spoke about the fighting,
Yeah.
about the MMA, I mentioned in the start that John is really good fighter and mainly professional fighter. So what's the plan for today?
So we're gonna mix it up a bit. We're gonna be standing our fights. We're gonna do the jab, cross. We're gonna start with this. Then we do the jab, cross, cross, hook, and then we mix it up with the jab, cross, cross, and the uppercut, and we switch and we put it out with some kicks. We're gonna mix it up with kicks. This is how we do it.
John knows that this is mainly for the people that they want to start
Yeah.
to do some sport, and I think that there's the basics for people that
Yeah.
they are thinking. Actually, I do agree with the people, because everybody thinks that if they go to the gym that they are best in the
strong.
world and
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
whatever. But I think that to get really discipline and condition is the best to do that kind of, like, let's say, box or that kind of
Boxing is the best for your conditioning. Yeah, and grappling. You need a lot of air if you want to grapple for a long time. So, yeah.
Okay, so we are going to show you some basics about the fighting, about the MMA right here in Netherlands, in the north of Netherlands. So
Frisian.
repeat it once again.
Frisian. Magna Frisia.
Frisian, Magna Frisia.
Magna Frisia.
Magna
Viking!
Rising up.
So, and the thing is, as we spoke, this is for the beginners. So imagine this is like first lesson for someone that never did any kind of fighting. What I have to do before whatever I'm going to do, what's going to be the first step?
We start with the jab and the cross. Just remind, you keep this close to your head and you move. Put it back and you move. This is the basic. So you always got cover. Yeah, you understand?
But before you're gonna start whatever, like what's the best to prepare your muscles that you will not hurt
Just
you?
like
It's just this. You don't need to do anything.
This is the first one. Jab, cross, and I will keep my hands like this. Yeah, and then we do up. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. There we go.
How many minutes you would like to recommend to do it before you're gonna start?
I always do reps. Like you do like 20 reps of this, and then you mix it up. Then you do like push, push, and you do a hook, put in the hook, or put in the uppercut. So you mix it up, and later on, when you do a lot of reps, you put in the kicks. So first you start with the basics and the movement, and then you put in the kicks.
Okay, so for example, I will do like 20 times,
Yeah,
and then I will do like
yeah. But first, then you put a hook like this, and if you put the hook, you're in position to kick.
Okay.
You know, because otherwise, if you do it with the right, you gotta switch and kick because of the strength.
So the goal is to do it like 20 times,
Yeah,
then like this. And
Yeah.
then do you want me to change like the position of the
yeah,
legs?
it can be. But if you end like when we do a jab, cross, you see my feet moving. Cross, hook, you see my feet.
Yeah.
Then you kick
Okay. So
You
now
turn. because it's coming from the
the
hip.
other one.
It's not coming from this. It's coming from the hip.
Okay. So let's say it like.
Yeah, and then you put it in. You keep your feet and you lean into
And
it.
then change the position, like.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can switch it up. You can do like kick, and then you switch for another kick.
In this position, it's always like low kick, or it's.
No, this is a
somewhere-
mid kick,
Yeah.
and you can also do low kick is on the feet.
Okay.
That's a low kick, and you can do a high kick. But
And now the good questions for beginners. Which one is like that more hurts?
I think when you have the high kick is good for knockouts, and the mid kick is good for breaking ribs. Yeah, and the low kick, if you want to hurt the leg, you can't run. If you get a good low kick, you can stand up. For beginners, so
Yeah. So now.
now we can do the low kick if you like.
Yeah.
The small low. We do the same combination, so you know what to repeat.
Like.
Jab. Yeah, jab. Yeah, yeah. Don't think too much. Hook. Yeah. But then
Up,
you
more
go.
down.
Okay, one more time. I will do it for you. Yeah. But do your hands like up, 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 and then you go low.
With the same.
and you want to go on the muscle, so it shoots up when you.
So there's
Yeah. You want to
because-
hurt the muscle when
because the goal is to break this muscle, right?
yeah, you put it on here, just above the kneecap.
Okay.
That's the most painful. Yeah, then low. Yeah, very good, very good. That's it.
And
Then you put it here.
I remember now. It reminds me one moment that I was always dreaming about from UFC.
Yeah,
If you remember that match between Masvidal.
yeah,
It was
Masvidal.
like first 30 seconds.
The knees, yeah. That's a good one. But you gotta have a bit of luck when somebody does the
Yeah, I
takedown.
was always thinking
Yeah, yeah.
that timing. I was watching
Timing was
this-
perfect.
I was watching that moment like million times.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the secret? Because he didn't shake the hand with him, but
Yeah, he made him angry, and he knew he was gonna take him down. Yeah, very good.
That was really good. So we already know the low kick, the mid kick.
Yeah.
I forgot those names as you were saying before.
Jab, cross, hook,
Hook.
and we can go up
It's
the uppercut.
One question: it's always like this usually in.
You
those
can mix it up. You can switch your stance. You can do cross jab. If you are with the left feet and you mix it up, it's difficult for you to know what I am doing. So you can switch. But I can fight left and I can go right. But if your stance is only with left or front, it's difficult, you know, because it's yeah.
And one interesting thing, when you were fighting, like when you had some match, what was the thing that was the mostly working that you won because of that?
Because for the fight, what I like the most, I prefer standing with fights, and I know when people do takedowns like this, when you go for my leg, I grab you like this, and I throw you on the floor, and I choke you, and you're gone. That was my favorite part. Whatever.
This is what I wanted to ask you because we are almost the same tall,
Yeah,
the same size. If you think that for people that they are taller than the others, if it's better or worse?
it's all depends on the speed and strength. Body size does not count in MMA. No, it's speed and strength. Yeah, you got to be fast. You know, when you're fast and somebody is big and slow, yeah, you can see it coming from a mile.
So, what do you like to recommend for people that, for example, they don't want to go to the gym, but they would like to do that kind because it's trendy nowadays?
Yeah, you can practice on the back. Like, look up some things on YouTube, like jab, cross, hook. Go train yourself, do some kicks, and when you're ready, you can go practice with another guy.
For example, do you think that about let's say fighting, you're gonna get more discipline than
Fighting is the best discipline in the world. It's almost like a religion.
And what do you think that is the best age to start?
As soon as possible. When my kids are coming, but when they are 4, they will
Girls,
fight.
boys, doesn't
No
matter.
matter. No matter. Discipline is gonna bring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rising up.
So it's a small dining room, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, I got a question for everybody. What do you think that not is the size, but how many kilograms has this table? I was quite surprised when John told me the truth.
It's a heavy one. Yeah.
It's a heavy. How many persons they were bringing the
We
table
were with
to that?
9 persons to get
So-
it here.
So I can guess. Can you say to everybody how many kilograms?
How many kilograms? 600 kilograms.
Wow.
This table is right here.
So this is already big for big concert.
Yeah. It's a concert table.
And if I ask you, like, who is John Kinkani? How you would like to describe you in like 10 sentences?
Okay. My name started with John Caney. Was my nickname back in the day because I wear the clothes, the brand Carl Kani. This was my thing, and I shaved it into my hair. Carl Kani when I was like 11 years old. So they gave me the name John Kani. I was like a gangster, you know. And then it developed to my gaming name because it wasn't available because somebody else also is named John Kani. I made John King Kani.
So John, can you explain what does it mean, that symbol on your head, the 7 crowns?
The crowns are standing for the 7 sea lands, countries from old Magna Frisia, Viking.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the thing which is really important, John got a company for the bathrooms, and really I fall in love with the bathroom that I saw that he made for himself, and it's super cool. So here
Let's
we go.
check it out.
This is where I'm going to sleep tonight.
Yeah. The master bathroom.
Oh my god, this is so perfect. So this
Look
is
at
like
this.
a dreamy bathroom of everybody, and usually I get one question. So you get a company that I'm going to order like the bathroom, and this is, for example, going to be the result.
Yeah,
I'm
this
going
is
to
the
pay.
result.
This is really perfect. For example, if you would like to buy the swimming pool, this is like when you have to save the water in the planet. This is the best.
This is the best way. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to share below the contact to John's company, and if you are living in Holland or somewhere else, let's order it. It's really super nice.
Very good, man.
Rising up.
So, welcome to the last part of LC Gincast. As I spoke in the start when we were with John in the living room. So, John, this is a gaming. I have no experience about gaming because the last time when I used to play games, it was a Counter-Strike like 20 years ago.
It still exists. It still exists. Counter-Strike.
So, show us what are you doing in that NASA studio. So,
Yeah, I use two screens. So we got this. This is the main screen I use for my game. I play Fortnite, of course. I stream 5 times a week and I upload 4 times a week content on my YouTube channel. This is what we use for the chat. So you got different platforms where we put on the chat, so we can play the game right here. We see how our game is looking with the chats involved. Yeah, and that's how we play. We got the light.
by the way, you can already check his nickname on the screen, and if you want, you can follow him because John told me that he's streaming almost on every platform, so you can choose which one you want. And what's actually, as I told you, Counter-Strike was in the past, but which kind of games are you playing?
I now play Fortnite. That is my main game at the moment, and I'm gonna start play COD again, Call of Duty. For the ones who know, Warzone, you know, the Battle Royale games. Yeah.
Okay.
A bit of competitive games. I like.
So no football, no orange team in FIFA.
No football. No football, man. I like MMA. I like fighting, and I like gaming. Yeah, and music.
So, and if we compare it, because this is the last part of LC Gincast, what's the thing that you like the most? Singing, fighting, or gaming?
It's the combined. It's combined. Because I only fight when I have to fight. If you touch my family, I will fight. Because I don't fight anymore, but I train. And gaming and music, I try to combine it because I stream and I have my music, my Viking song, you know. And the game is themed about my Viking music rap. So it's coming together like magic.
Okay.